guys, welcome back to our channel, Purple Hair and Friends. And today we're going to talk a little bit about Disney and how Mickey was so creepy.
Creepy.
Well, he was creepy.
I was telling Lila that when I was a little girl, I went to Disneyland in California, and that was a long time ago.
Right.
And Mickey and Minnie
Were really creepy.
looked not creepy.
Well,
They were really different. It was long ago.
Now they look really good. They made a really big change from when Nana was born. So when Nana was born,
I was about 9, Lila, when the
Right.
first time I went to California. Yeah.
So when Nana was 9 and she went to California, the Mickey, he had very big ears, and he had very, slight teeth.
It was like someone had made a costume out of fabric.
Right.
Like out of cloth and drawn like big, huge teeth.
Yeah, it was like, they were like big triangles on his face.
Mm-hmm. And
Ears.
big eyes.
Big eyes. They were like this big. I can't
He
even tell you.
He did not
I can't even
look
tell you.
any.
Like
You wouldn't. If I didn't tell you who he was, you wouldn't have known, would you?
No, I would not.
Looked anything like Mickey Mouse today.
His eyes were like that big.
Really huge.
Huge.
Like, and then beady little black dots in the middle of them. And Donald had, I don't know what.
Donald like had a fit, like Donald had a big huge beak.
But it was weird, right?
I know, it was so weird.
Yeah.
In the big picture where they had like all the Disney characters from some movies, Donald Duck was bending down and looking at the floor.
Yeah, and his tail went up in the air, like real high up in the air. It looked like a balloon behind him. Feather balloon. It was really silly. If you get a chance or ask a big person to Google the original Minnie and Mickey Mouse, you'll see the pictures online. And
Right. We're not gonna do the pictures because it takes too long to actually like search it up and show you guys because the video will be over by then. So yeah.
But for little kids to see them, well, I guess when you're little and you don't have anything to compare them to, that they looked like Minnie and Mickey, I guess. But when you've seen Mickey and Minnie and they're so modern looking with all the new technology and yada yada, but back then
They were.
they were scary looking. They were really scary
Right.
looking characters.
So that's why we're telling you what they look like, because we want you guys to know about that.
And then we watched the video of the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah, it was called, they did like a little show that was called Mouseketeers.
The Musketeers, and they were really kids.
They were like, yeah, they were real kids. They weren't like the characters yet. Like, there was no Mickey yet.
No, there was just the girls and boys.
Yep.
And they got to
And the two big grown-ups.
Jimmy
And Tom. I
No.
think it was Tom. Yeah, it was Tom.
Mm-mm,
Oh, we're okay.
can't remember.
Yeah, me
Sorry.
Um,
But all the little kids danced. They tap danced to all kinds of music, and they wore props
And
and,
the-
stuff. Remember the horse,
Yeah,
the horsey
yeah, I
one? They had
remember.
like
Yeah, like they had a
horses.
barn.
Yep.
and like Mickey, the door could actually open. But one of the childs, which made it really cool, was named Mickey. So they wear these. So they wear these shirts that had
Sweaters.
they were the sweaters that had their name on it,
Hmm.
and they would like line up, and then they would pop out and say their name, and they would keep doing that over and over.
How did they do it? You do it.
So like they did it like this. I'm just gonna say my name, but this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Lila! Like they did. Yeah.
That's exactly what they did.
And they kept popping out.
And one of the boys was Cubby
Yep.
and Annette.
Mhm.
Annette and your grandparents will probably know Annette Funicello. She was one of the first Musketeers. That was a long time ago, when I was little.
Right.
But they all danced really well. Like they really tap danced and sang.
It was kind of like they were on Broadway.
Yeah, exactly. And they danced right in Disneyland.
Yeah. So
Because it wasn't until,
well, once if you ever search up the person who played Mickey Mouse in all the different Disney movies, he is a really popular person. He even has a statue in Disney World. Right when you got in there, you see the big
and what was his
golden
name?
his
Walt.
name Walt Disney.
Mm-hmm.
He was a very famous person.
He was the founder. He's the one that invented or created Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
And then from there, he did all the things and made the park with all the rides and everything. Which, when it first started out, it was kind of like, do you know what a carnival is?
Yeah, I know what a carnival is.
So it was kind of like a carnival. It was kind of small.
But then they made it huge, and they had like this big castle,
Yep.
all the different rides.
And then they built Disney World in Florida in like the
California?
late 60s, I think.
Yeah, I
Disney
And next
World.
year I'll be going there.
um
In April I'll be
Right.
going there
Right.
on the 10th. Got moved to 10th.
well, I hope that we gave you something to think about. We taught you something about Mickey Mouse.
And Minnie was the same as Mickey Mouse. In one picture, you'll see, which is the creepiest one. They had a kid kneeling down, and then Mickey on the right, and then Minnie on the left. And they were like super duper skinny.
Yeah, they were really skinny.
Really?
Really tall and skinny, right?
Tall
yeah.
and skinny, yeah. And Mickey, he still looked the same. Like, he had like the same costume and stuff.
Yeah.
He wears
Let's say that he's improved with age. As he's gotten older, he's gotten much better looking, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, this has been fun, right, Lila?
Right.
So until next time, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Purple Hair and Friends. Do we want to say anything special? What would we like to say? Would we like to say the 3 things we try to live by?
Maybe we should.
Do you remember?
Maybe we should say, if you're afraid of the things we're talking about right now, you can exit our video.
We didn't show anything to scare anyone.
No,
so
we
if you
didn't
don't
really
like, when you look it up, if you don't like it, you certainly do not have to look at it.
Yes, you don't.
It's not that
It's
scary.
just something that we're telling you,
Right.
so you guys can search it up and
Right.
have fun.
We thought it would be interesting.
Right.
Right. So we want to say everyone to try to be
Themselves.
to be yourself, to be
Kind and honest.
there you go. And we say bye.
Bye for now.
Now.
See you later.
Yeah, sure. And
And love you to the moon.
love you to the moon. And
Peace out.
peace out, guys. Have a good night. See you soon.